Hello everyone, my name is Carmen Goldshade, and today we're going to talk about the 5th division of the Communicative Framework for Teaching Pronunciation. Firstly, let's see some key features of this framework. It is grounded in the principles of communicative language teaching, CLT, and one of its main principles is that the ultimate goal of the language classroom is for learners to be able to communicate using the target language. Besides, it suggests a division of the pronunciation lesson into 5 stages. And these stages or phases are description and analysis, listening discrimination, controlled practice, guided practice, and communicative practice. When we talk about description and analysis, we refer to oral and written illustrations of how the feature is produced and when it occurs within spoken discourse. In other words, during this stage, teachers have to explain relevant information about the sounds and how to produce them. For example, it could be information about the position of the speech organs when producing these sounds. In this case, some useful tools that teachers can use are the profile or sagittal diagrams of the speech organs, and consonant and vowel charts, like the ones below. An example of description and analysis could be explaining students how the vowel sound in the definite article the can be pronounced as either with a sound, the, or e sound, the. This second stage of the communicative framework is a focused listening practice with feedback on learners' ability to correctly discriminate the feature. And here, students must listen to the new feature and identify it or distinguish it from other similar features. For example, below we can look at two similar consonant sounds, which are k and g, as in the words pick and pig. An example of listening discrimination could be asking the students to identify the correct word in a given context. Exercises like these are known as minimal pair drills in context. In the example below, the teacher must read the sentence and pronounce both words, class and glass, and the students must choose the one that best fits in this context. The third stage of this framework is controlled practice, which consists of oral reading of minimal pair sentences, short dialogues, etc., with special attention paid to the highlighted feature in order to raise learner consciousness. In this type of practice, production is limited to certain sound features, and learners' attention is directed to the accurate production of these features. And generally, in these activities, the focus is on form and accuracy. An example of controlled practice could be asking the students to complete repetition tasks or oral reading activities. Some of the best exercises that can be used as controlled practice are oral readings in isolation and repetition drills of minimal pair words, like in the picture below, in which the teacher reads the words and highlights the sound that distinguishes them. The fourth stage of the communicative framework is about guided practice, which consists of structured communication exercises, such as information gap activities or cued dialogues, that enable the learner to monitor for the specified feature. Unlike in the previous stage, guided practice emphasizes learners expressing meaning by adding specific information, like personal details or their own ideas. And the focus is on both fluency and accuracy. An example of guided practice could be asking the students to read aloud short sentences or short dialogues, focusing on the articulation of a particular sound or sound contrast. In the example below, the focus is on the words goats and coats. Goats and coats. And the last stage of this framework is about communicative practice, which consists of less structured fluency building activities like role-play and problem-solving that require the learner to attend to both form and content of utterances. In a communicative practice, learners are required to use the newly acquired phonological feature in genuine exchanges of information. An example of communicative practice could be providing the students with a context and keywords that contain the target sounds so they can create a group story. This activity is also known as roleplay. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching.